much. My name is Biyika Songa, Member of Parliament for Ora County in Zombo District. But in Parliament, I'm also the chair of the Climate Change Committee. I had been the deputy chair of the Environment and Natural Resources. I'm also a member of the ICT Committee. I'm also a member of the Budget Committee, and I had also been the chair of the West Nile Parliamentary Caucus. These are the positions I held and used to put some efforts in service delivery for the people of West Nile, for the people of Greater Nebbi, for the people of Zombo, and also the people of Ora County. Concerning the road, the plan to tarmac the road from Nebbi, Goli, Paida, Padea, Zombo, Zeu, War, Vora, Liat, and Odramachako. I think there had been several efforts. Personally, I have talked about this road about 10 times now. I have directly talked to the president 4 times over this road. I have written 5 times over this road to the president about this road. And the last response I got was when I asked the Prime Minister recently. And the Prime Minister confirmed to me that in 2025-2026, this road will not miss in the budget of 2025-2026, and it will be tarmac and upgraded. So we are surprised that we are seeing it not being reflected in the committee report, which is going to be presented to the Parliament very soon. So our position right now is that the President, the Prime Minister, the government, the Minister of Finance and Minister of Works must come out clearly and ensure that the road from Nebbi, Goli, Paida, Padea, Zombo, Zeu, War, Vora, Lia, and Odramachako appears in the budget of 2025-2026. This effort, first of all, this road was pledged in 2010 when the President was campaigning in Alangi at COP Center. He pledged that road. And in 2017, when I was now in Parliament, I started the efforts to ensure that we get the detailed engineering design for this road out. And it is true, in March 2018, the final detailed engineering design for that road was released. But it has never been laid on the floor of Parliament until recently. I had to bring it on the floor of Parliament for record purpose that this road was designed long time ago. There are roads that are being designed that were designed recently, and they are already being tarmacked. Why are they leaving the one of 2018, which was designed, and that is Nebbi, Goli, Paida, Padea, Zombo, Zeu, War, and Lia and Odramachako road. So we need that road also reflected in the budget. I have raised this when the President was for wealth creation in Arua. I have raised this on the floor of Parliament. I have raised this when the President came for the coronation of Obemo in Atiak. So the government is aware, and I'm a messenger. My role is a messenger. The people want the road. I have taken the message. So the people who should answer is none other than the President, Minister of Finance, Minister of Works, and the government, of course, headed by the Prime Minister. These people must answer to the people. We are going for vote. We have done our part. We are now waiting for the response from government to ensure that this road appears in this budget. We don't want next year's budget. We want this budget of 2025-2026. There are several efforts we have put in place. I have taken the team from before UNRWA was dissolved or rationalized. I took a team from UNRWA, Minister of Works. We have toured the whole road. The road has high economic value, and it has possibility to tap the Congo market, which is estimated to be about $3 billion. These $3 billion in Congo, they need manufactured goods, which are coming from Kampala. Now, the only borders they are using on that side is Goli, Padea, and Vura. Now, what if we open the border of Lia or Odramachako and upgrade them also to the level of Vura, open the border at Ameri, Olo, Awasi, and Dei in Panimur, and Erusi. we will be able to tap that money. Now, when we raise that money from the Congo market, that money will even help our people here in the center of Uganda. That money can be used to build hospital, can be used to build schools, can be used to tarmac road in the center of Uganda. But we have to raise the revenue than going for high interest loans from the Chinese. We can raise our revenue from the border. That is argument number one. Number two, Zombo was attacked 2 times by the rebels from Congo. And reinforcement could not go, surveillance could not be properly done because access to the Congo border was hindered by the lack of roads and also bridges. Our big vehicles, military vehicles, could not cross because there were no bridges. Now, as a security road, now when Zombo is attacked, the whole of Uganda is attacked. There is no way you are going to say that is only rebellion in Zombo. It interrupts the activities in the entire Uganda. It will move from Kampala to go and buy a whole sack of avocado. Right now in my place is going for 15,000 shillings. The whole sack of avocado. There is no businessman from Kampala who is going to get stuck, go there to buy this thing at farm gate and get stuck because there are no bridges or roads. And there is no businessman who is willing or a farmer who is willing to hire expensively to come to access market in Gulo or in Kampala when he cannot remove the agricultural cost of about 5 factors. The road from Nebbi, Goli, Paida, Padea, Zombo, Zeu, War, Lia, and Odramachako must be tarmac. Factor number 1, it is economic road, it is a security road, it is in the policy of government that all revenue generating border posts must be linked to tarmac. The area is a food basket for the whole of northern Uganda. All monies, all income to the people must come from agriculture, which needs market. And so, because of that factor, the people must be supported. Politically, the people had been supporting this government since 1996 with 70% of the vote. They must be supported. Number 6 is the Greater Nebbi cannot benefit from refugee agencies as far as infrastructure is concerned because we are not hosting refugees. So now that all refugees agencies are looking at refugee host areas with settlement, then areas that are not refugee settlement must also be given priority by government in the budget by ensuring that we get our infrastructural development, especially roads. Roads and bridges must come from our budget so that refugee agencies can concentrate in the host area. But my appeal to the refugee agencies also is that Greater Nebbi, Pakwach, and Zombo are actually refugee impacted area. They are refugee reception areas. And they are the areas that are feeding the host communities in those refugee settlements. So based on that argument, we also appeal to the refugee agencies, the development partners like the European Union, to also put our roads in their budget, our infrastructure in their budget, because we are impacted by the refugees that are coming, especially from DRC. So based on these factors, we think we have raised these issues enough to the government. The Prime Minister recently confirmed to me in writing, when I raised it in the Prime Minister's question time, that in 2025-2026, our road of Nebbi, Goli, Paida, Padea, Zombo, Zeu, War, Vora, Lia, and Odramachako will never miss. So we are not going to bow down on this. The people have already decided that now that we have talked all what we wanted to talk, we now need the government. The president, the government headed by the president being the Minister for Finance, must direct the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Works, and then the Prime Minister to ensure that the road of this road appears in the budget of 2025-2026. And that is all the people want. They don't need any other thing from government. And that is our position, because we cannot continue talking about a road which was designed in 2018, and yet roads that are designed in 2021 are already tarmac. So based on these factors, we think that the government must come in, and the only person who can answer right now is the president himself, because I've personally written to him many times, I've raised it many times to him, He is aware. As a messenger, I have done my part. So it is remaining now the part of government to respond to the people as we go for this very important election. We must ensure that the demand of the people, they are not asking for anything, they are asking for the road. The road is not only benefiting the people of Greater Nebbi, the road is benefiting industries owners here in Kampala, the factory owners, business people from Kenya, Tanzania, who are using that border, because the trailers that are getting stuck with manufactured goods, they are coming from all over Eastern Africa. So why would we have an obstacle that they cannot access the Congo market? By the way, Congo market has estimated value of about $3 billion. That is the market we can tap, raise that money, raise that revenue, than going for high interest loan from the Chinese. That had been my position. So we don't need any trophy again. The other time we wanted to return the trophy actually to the president when we were in Arua, because we don't need trophies. We need the road. Trophies will come by themselves because we don't need trophies. The people of Greater Nebbi, they need the road, which can benefit the entire Uganda, because the revenue will come to the consolidated fund of the government of Uganda. And that money can go and do road in Luero, can go and do road in Kasese, in Kanungu. But we have a potential to raise the revenue there than going to borrow high interest loan. This is our argument. But above all, it is a security road. There is no way you are going to say, when Zombo is attacked, it is our own problem. No, the attacks are coming from Congo. When Zombo is attacked, the whole of Uganda is attacked. It will interrupt the economic effort in the country. So our appeal is, in 2025-2026 budget, as promised by the Prime Minister in writing and in record in the Hansard of Parliament, and the road being pledged by the President several times, this road must appear in this budget. We don't need any other thing. The religious leaders have talked, the politicians have talked, the cultural leaders have talked, the citizens have talked. There is nothing else we need from government apart from our road appearing in the budget, and the work must start immediately, like any other part of Uganda. Thank you.
Okay, let's get to that.
Using my position, my advantage position as MP of Ora, as chairperson of West Nile Parliamentary Caucus, as chairperson of the Climate Change Committee, as deputy chair of the Environment and Natural Resources, as a member of ICT, there are some efforts we have put in place to ensure that service delivery reaches the Greater Nebbi. 3 big projects which are directly in my committee, which came to cover about 37 or maximum of 40 districts out of the 146 districts. I ensure that the Greater Nebbi benefited from it, especially Nebbi District and Zombo District. And one of that project is the project funded by the UN Capital Development Fund, and that is the local climate action. We have given, we selected Nebbi, in Greater Nebbi we selected Nebbi and Zombo to be in the pilot project, because that was directly in my committee. And we ensure that we prioritize the money for resilient infrastructure, so that even if there is climate change, they will be able, the infrastructure will be able to withstand the impact of climate change, whether strong winds or floods, so that we see that our bridges and roads are not washed away during those heavy downpours. So we put the money, we put Nebbi and Zombo in the pilot project, and I can report to you that the first money we gave was able to do for us a bridge, or Namthin Bridge, linking Nebbi on Pagisi Road, linking Nebbi to Zombo. That was one project, which is the local climate action, local. And we have given another money right now to do the road from Atienda via Fada up to War sub-county headquarters. And it will work, the money will be used to work on the road and also do the bridge at Fada Bridge. Now, we also got another project, which is Climate Smart, that is still in my committee, and it is going to be implemented by Minister of Agriculture. And we have decided, we have already sent the engineers from the center here to the district. The district can confirm. We want them to do the road from Patera to Abakamel to Uru Church, and then from Abakamel to Yale Bridge, and then across Nebbi and Paida. So that highly productive agricultural area is also linked to the market. And they are going to do the bridge of Yale We got another project for oil seeds. So we have also included them in the oil seed project. So that oil seed project is going to do some roads and bridges also. The road from Yamu to Angol to Gudu, and also working on Ora Bridge connecting Atiak to Lazebu and area of Bondo, Ofakar and Arua. That will be worked on by the oil seed project. But the Ministry of Works will also work on some bridges. One is Nyagak Pakiro, and that bridge must be done because it is linking Zeo sub-county, Aka sub-county to Jangokoro sub-county, and there is a seed school there where students need to access that school. So along that line, there are a number of projects we are still trying to see in the infrastructure sector so that all those bridges and roads are done. But apart from this project, the money we are sending to the district, the 1 billion, must be used to work on priority roads in Zombo district, in Nebbi district, in Pakwach district. If that money, and then there are also monies we are sending directly to the sub-counties. The sub-counties must ensure that every quarter they have a priority road they can work on, including some small bridges. But if that money is not enough, they should be able to benefit from the 1 billion shillings we have sent to Zombo district. I remember the last money we sent to Zombo district was 250 million. And that money basically is just to buy maram, to buy fuel, and also buy some culverts. So we think that money is enough because when I joined Parliament, the immediate thing we did was to grab some road equipment, the set of road equipment, which we have sent to Zombo. It is unfortunate that some districts in Uganda, up to now, they have never got road equipment because they were not enough. But for me, I can report that we got road equipment for Zombo. So these monies I'm talking about must only be used to buy maram, culvert, and fuel. So we think that the project's monies are there. The government money, which is the 1 billion, is there, and also the monies we are sending, about 7 million to the sub-counties. We think that the road in the district must be really motorable. The bridges must be worked on. But one thing, the bridges and the roads must be done properly without corruption. That is something which we are going to follow to ensure that they are properly done so that people can use them, ambulances can use them, business people can go to the farm gate, farmers can leave the farm and take their goods to the market. So this will be our position to ensure that the roads are well done. But as far as Nebbi, Goli, Paida, Padea, Zombo, Zeu, War, Vora, Lia and Odramashako Road, the last person to answer this, to take for us the physical road, to ensure that the money is put in the budget and the work begins, is the President, is the Minister of Finance, is the Prime Minister and Minister of Works. These four groups or four people representing government, headed by the President, they must now tell the people of Greater Nebbi, tell the religious leaders in Greater Nebbi who have talked about this, tell the casual leaders in Greater Nebbi who have talked about this, and the population that are voting 70% since 1996, that we need our road to appear in this budget. And this is our responsibility. If you are hungry, you must tell your parent, your father, that you are hungry. There is no pretending, because if you pretend, you will collapse in public. So the people of Greater Nebbi say, for them, they don't need any other thing from the government. They need our border security and economic road, which is in line with the policy of government of linking all the revenue generating border posts and being a food basket, being an area that does not benefit from refugee host interventions. This is the only way we can have the road tarmac from the government money. And this is our position. Let this road of Nebbi, Goli, Paida, Padea, Zombo, Zeu, War, Vora, Lia, and Odramachako appears, because it is linking even 4 districts of Nebbi. It's linking the district of Zombo, it's linking the district of Vora. But being Pakwach also being in Greater Nebbi benefits from that road. So if we really need to grow our economy as a country, let us generate the money from the border. That money will be used to do internal roads within Uganda. The goods that are going to Congo to tap that $3 billion Congo market, they are for business people in Kampala. The more they sell from their factories in Kampala and in industries, the more jobs they will give for their people, the more taxes they will pay, the more revenue they will generate for the country than borrowing high interest loans from foreigners, which are going to be a burden to us. So this is our position. We don't need trophies. We don't need any other thing apart from the tarmac road I've mentioned.